Look at your cruise packing list right now, because I guarantee at least 3 things on that list, things you've packed for years, maybe your whole cruising life, are completely dead weight in 2026 because cruise ships quietly changed and nobody sent you the memo. I've done over 40 cruises, and I still see experienced cruisers dragging these items on board every single sailing. Here are the 10 things you need to stop packing, and exactly what changed that made them pointless. You've had it since your first cruise. It's small, it's reliable, it's never let you down. But here's the thing, every single cabin phone on every mainstream cruise ship has a built-in wake-up call service. Your TV menu does the same thing. And then there's that smartphone sitting on your nightstand with 3 backup alarms already set. That little clock is 6 ounces of guilt you're carrying for nothing. Leave it home. Set your phone alarm the night before. Call the front desk if you want a human voice waking you up. Done. You pulled out $400 before the trip, just in case, because you remember when cash was the only way to tip, buy drinks, or pay at the casino, but your SeaPass card, your medallion, your ship app that is your wallet on board now. Every drink, every spa treatment, every casino, chip runs straight through your onboard account. And at ports, a no foreign transaction fee travel card handles everything cleaner and safer than cash. Here's the real problem with cash at sea. It's a target. Pickpocketing at busy cruise ports is very real. Lose $400 in an envelope and it's gone forever. Cancel a card and you recover everything. Carry $50 to $80 for genuine emergencies. The rest stays home. You know the type. Boarding pass printed, cruise contract printed, shore excursion confirmations, luggage tag email, 40 pages, plastic wallet, color-coded tabs. In 2026, every major cruise line boards via QR code on your phone. The Royal Caribbean app, the Carnival Hub app, the Princess Medallion app. Your phone is your boarding pass. Luggage tags are handled at the pier or mailed to your home before you even leave. The one exception, print your travel insurance card, a passport photo backup, and any pre-cruise hotel confirmation. That's genuinely it. The folder stays home. The phone comes with you. Someone told you cruise cabins have weird outlets. 2 sockets, both on the wrong wall, probably European 2-prong, but every ship built in the last decade has US standard 110V outlets, European 220V outlets, and USB-A and USB-C ports built right into the desk and bedside table. Your phone charges directly, no adapter needed. The only nuance, if you're sailing on a very old vessel, check the cabin specs first. But on any mainstream ship launched in the last 10 years, the adapter kit is pure dead weight. 3 charging cables, 0 adapters. Maybe it's Frommer's, maybe it's a Rick Steves paperback, maybe it's a TripAdvisor printout from 2022 that you laminated because you were feeling organized. Here's the problem. Your ship's app shows every port, every excursion, every tender schedule in real time. Google Maps works the moment you step off the gangway, and the ship's excursion desk knows today's actual conditions, current closures, safety updates, local situations, better than anything printed before your departure. The smarter move? Screenshot the port map from the ship's app the night before you arrive. That's your offline guide. Takes 10 seconds. The guidebook is pre-2020 intelligence in a 2026 port. Leave it home. You have a tuxedo or evening gown that has sailed with you since 2008. Formal night used to mean exactly that. Mandatory formal dress. Show up in anything less, and you weren't getting into the main dining room. But between 2019 and 2024, the rules changed fleet-wide. Carnival replaced formal night with cruise elegant, a suggestion, not a rule. Royal Caribbean made formal nights explicitly optional. Norwegian never had them. MSC softened its policy across most itineraries. Why? Passenger complaints. Declining participation. The cruise lines listened. What you actually need now: 1 smart casual dinner outfit, 1 versatile dress or collared shirt. That's genuinely all. One big exception though: Cunard, Silversea, and the top luxury lines still hold the line on formal dress. Check your specific cruise before you decide. But for most people reading this, the tuxedo can stay in the wardrobe at home. Shampoo. conditioner, body wash, lotion, the full gallon Ziploc bag. Because you remember when ships handed you a tiny soap bar and a travel-sized conditioner that felt like engine oil. But between 2018 and 2024, virtually every major mainstream line upgraded to wall-mounted dispensers with full-size shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. Some lines, like Celebrity and Princess, using recognizable premium brands. Liquids add weight. They risk exploding in your bag, and you're flagged at airport security every single trip for something the ship already has waiting in your cabin shower. What to still pack: your specific skincare routine, your personal toothpaste, any prescription or specialist items. That's the actual list. You packed a waterproof point and shoot because you wanted good port photos without risking your phone near water. But modern smartphones, even 2022 models, are rated IP68 water resistant and shoot better photos than any camera under $200. The ship also has professional photographers at every major moment, with full digital packages available to purchase. A camera, charger, memory card, and case. That's weight, space, and one more thing to lose at a busy port. One exception: if you're diving to serious depth, a dedicated underwater housing makes sense. For a normal port day, your phone is the camera. You heard cruise ship cabins were outlet deserts. 2 sockets, both on the wrong side of the room, so you packed a power bank to keep everything charged throughout the day. But the cabin redesign wave of 2019 to 2024 added USB-A and USB-C ports at the desk, at the bedside table, and on some ships, in the bathroom too. Multiple devices charge at the same time without anyone fighting over a socket. The nuance: older ships, pre-2015 builds, may still have limited outlets. Check your specific ship before you decide. On modern ships, the power bank is a heavy backup for a problem that no longer exists. Yes, some cruisers still pack these. This is the intervention. If you started cruising in the 80s or 90s, traveler's checks were the gold standard. American Express. You knew the drill. They were safe, replaceable, trusted. In 2026, almost no port merchant, taxi, restaurant, or even bank branch accepts them. They are effectively unusable almost everywhere cruise ships call. A no foreign transaction fee credit card, Charles Schwab, Chase Sapphire, Capital One Venture, gives you the exact same protection. Zero loss if stolen. Works everywhere. If you still have traveler's checks from a previous cruise sitting in a drawer somewhere, this is your sign.
Avoid the buffet blunder. The moment boarding starts, 3,000 hungry people march straight to the buffet. It's loud, it's crowded, it's chaotic. That's where the rookies go. The pros walk right past it. They head straight to the Solarium Bistro, Park Cafe, or the Local. On embarkation day, most passengers assume these places are closed. While everyone else is fighting over tongs, you're sitting in air-conditioned silence with a fresh sandwich and zero line. This is honestly the closest thing to a VIP lounge. On most modern ships, your lights and air conditioning are controlled by one thing: that slot by the door. If you pull your key card out, the room shuts down. But you don't need your SeaPass card. Use an old library card, a grocery loyalty card, or even a business card. It works perfectly. Your cabin stays cold, your phone keeps charging, and you never panic because you forgot your key in the slot. Be your own bartender. Most major cruise lines allow you to bring 2 bottles of wine per cabin. But here's the trap. Bring that bottle to the dining room and they hit you with a $25 corkage fee. Here's the workaround. Bring a corkscrew. Open the bottle in your room. Pour a glass. Carry it to dinner. No fee, no drama. You just saved $25 with one simple habit. The shower attack. Cruise shower curtains have a mind of their own. They drift inward, they cling to your legs, and honestly, it's just gross. But you can fix it with 2 simple items: heavy binder clips or magnetic weights. Just clip them to the bottom hem of the curtain and voila! The curtain stays put, the shower stays normal. It's a tiny fix, but it really makes every morning better. These luggage tag holders are actually great. The mistake is when you use them. Do not attach cruise tags before your flight. Airport baggage systems are basically shredders, and conveyor belts love to snag those plastic loops. If you attach these at home, they'll be ripped off before you even land, and a bag with no tag does not make it to your room. The correct move? Keep the tags inside your carry-on. Attach them only when you are standing at the cruise terminal sidewalk or at the hotel the night before. Never fly with cruise tags attached. Stop fighting over outlets. Take a look at your cabin desk. See that strange round outlet next to the US ones? Most Americans just ignore it, but if you bring a $3 European Type-C adapter and plug it in, you just doubled your charging space without breaking the ship's no surge protector rules. It's the outlet nobody else is using. Hack number 7. The TV lockout. Cruise lines disable the input button so you can't use your Fire Stick or laptop. The workaround? Bring a cheap universal remote, or, a Samsung remote if the TV is Samsung. Often, a generic remote can override hotel mode. Just remember to switch it back before you leave so the next guest isn't confused. Hack number 8. Beat the ATM fees. Ship ATMs are brutal. $6 to $10 per withdrawal. Instead, go to the casino. Charge $100 to your room account as gaming credit. Play one spin for 50 cents, then hit cash out. Take the ticket to the cashier. You just pulled cash from your credit card with zero ATM fees. Never book spa treatments on sea days. That's when prices peak. Book on port days instead. While everyone else is ashore, the spa runs quiet. That's when 20 to 30% discounts appear. Same massage, much lower price. Okay, so this is honestly the easiest money you'll ever make. If you're planning to cruise again, make sure to book while you're still on board. You'll get reduced deposits plus instant onboard credit. Seriously, it's often $100 or more that you can spend right away. And get this, you don't even need to pick a date. Just book an open booking and decide later. Alright, stop being polite. The main dining room is totally all you can eat. Can't make up your mind? Just order both options. 3 appetizers? Go for it. You paid for the food, so don't leave hungry. Here's a good one. Same food, but at half the price. A specialty dinner might run you $60, but lunch? It's often just $25. Check the app on sea days, because, honestly, it's one of the best value plays on the ship. So, here's the best alarm clock you'll find on board. Just order a free continental breakfast the night before, hang the tag on your door, and that's it. The gentle knock in the morning wakes you up, and suddenly, coffee is in your hand instantly. No phone alarm needed. Seriously. This one hurts. Before sail away, put your phone in airplane mode. Cellular at sea is not included in your plan. Just one email sync can trigger massive charges. Wi-Fi on, cellular off, always. The second bathroom. If 4 people share one cabin, stop fighting the shower line. Go to the fitness center locker room. Bigger showers, better pressure, unlimited towels. It's a free upgrade most people never use. And finally, hack 16. Reverse packing. Your checked bag won't arrive until late afternoon, so pack a survival kit in your carry-on. Swimsuit, medication, chargers. You'll be in the pool by 1 p.m. while everyone else waits in jeans. First up, let's talk about that balcony. You paid hundreds of dollars extra for privacy, right? Wrong. Those dividers between rooms are not soundproof, and they definitely aren't sight-proof. There are often gaps at the floor, gaps at the wall. Plus, at night, the glass reflections act like mirrors. So before you decide to get romantic or step out there without clothes on, remember this. If you can hear your neighbor opening a soda can, they can hear everything you are doing. Don't become the talk of the corridor. Speaking of privacy, remember this. Your cabin steward comes in at least once a day, usually twice. They are professionals, and they have seen it all. But let's not make it awkward. If you brought specific outfits for the evening, or if you have prohibited items sitting out on the counter, put them in a drawer before you leave for breakfast. It's about mutual respect. You don't want to come back and find your personal items neatly arranged on a towel animal. Trust me. Now, about those prohibited items. Let's be real. Statistics show about 13% of cruisers try to sneak alcohol on board to save money. Is it allowed? No. Can you get kicked off? Technically, yes. But usually, if they catch you, you get sent to the naughty room. This isn't a jail. It's a room where they open your bag, confiscate the bottle, and give it back at the end of the trip. People swear by rum runner pouches, but you have to decide if saving $50 is worth the embarrassment of being called down to security. If you are looking for your crowd on board, you need to know the codes in the daily planner. The cruise lines use discretion here. If you see a meeting for Friends of Bill W., that is not a guy named Bill hosting a party. That is the international code for Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. And if you see Friends of Dorothy, that is the meetup for LGBTQ+ travelers. Knowing the codes helps you find your community without awkward questions. This one sounds crazy for a tropical cruise, but pack a hoodie or a wrap. Seriously. The air conditioning inside the ship, especially in the theater and the main dining room, is set to Arctic. Plus, the wind on the top deck at night while the ship is moving at 20 knots, it is freezing. Do not be the person shivering in a tank top during the comedy show, or you will end up buying an overpriced sweatshirt in the gift shop. This is my favorite pro tip. In the main dining room, the menu is just a suggestion. You are not limited to one appetizer and one entree. Want 2 lobster tails? Order them. Want to make your own surf and turf? Order the steak and the shrimp. Want to skip the salad and order 3 appetizers instead? Do it. As long as they have the ingredients, the waiters usually love to make it happen. You already paid for the food. Don't be shy. Here is a packing tip that saves your sanity. Cruise cabin bathrooms are tiny and have 0 counter space. If you leave your stuff out, it will slide onto the floor. Bring a cheap over-the-door shoe organizer. Hang it on the bathroom door. Put your sunscreen, hair clips, meds, and deodorant in the pockets. It acts like a vertical drawer and keeps the cabin clutter-free. Throw a few magnetic hooks in your bag too. The walls are metal, and you'll need them for hats and lanyards. If you head to the casino, stay away from the Keymaster or Skill Crane games. You know the ones. Stacks of cash. iPads. They look like games of skill, but they aren't. They are programmed just like slot machines to only pay out after a certain amount of money has been fed into them. You aren't winning that iPad because you have good aim. You win only if the computer decides it's time to pay out. Did you know you can check exactly how clean your ship is before you book? It's public record. The CDC publishes sanitation scores and reports on norovirus outbreaks for every ship. And if you're worried about safety, the Department of Transportation publishes crime stats, suspicious deaths, assaults, everything. Most people book blindly. A pro checks the safety record first. It takes 5 minutes on Google. So, on the last morning, the ship just turns into chaos, right? They'll give you a number or a zone tag to get off the ship. But here's the secret, you can usually ignore it. If you're able to carry your own luggage off the ship without any help, go for self-assist. You can walk off literally whenever you want, usually as early as 7 o'clock in the morning. Don't just sit in a lounge for 2 hours waiting for them to call number 4 if you've got your bags in hand. This is a serious one, and honestly, people get it wrong all the time. Do not try to hook up with the crew. It's strictly against maritime employment laws. Officers are one thing, but if you invite a bartender or cabin steward back to your room, you're not being fun, you're actually getting them fired. They have zero tolerance for this. The ship has cameras everywhere. If a crew member enters a passenger cabin unnecessarily, they'll lose their job and be put off at the next port. And on that note, just assume you are always being watched. There is, effectively, zero privacy in public areas. Hallways, elevators, decks, stairwells. Cameras cover nearly every inch of the ship for safety and liability. The bridge is monitoring constantly. Also, be aware that cameras on the bridge wings often look down the side of the ship, so your balcony might not be as hidden as you think. Behave yourself. I get this question constantly. Can I bring my gummies if I have a prescription? Or, it's legal in California. Can I bring it? The answer is no. Cruise ships follow federal and international maritime law. It does not matter if it's legal in the state you leave from. Drug dogs are often at the port terminal. If you get caught, you are staying on the dock and losing your vacation money. Leave it at home. Finally, check your spending account every single night on the cruise app. Do not wait until the last day. The cruise lines make mistakes constantly. You might get charged for a drink you didn't order, or a spa treatment you canceled, It is much easier to fix a $15 mistake on a Tuesday night than it is to stand in a massive line at guest services on the last morning when you're trying to catch a flight. That line is always a nightmare. Avoid it. Secret number 1. Stop eating in the main dining room every night. I know, it sounds crazy. You paid for the white tablecloth experience. You want the waiter to put the napkin in your lap. But here is the reality in 2026. The main dining room is slower than ever before. Kitchens are understaffed, the portions are getting smaller, and you will spend 2 hours sitting there just to get a lukewarm steak. On lines like Princess, MSC, or even Royal Caribbean, the secret is that the buffet is actually better. Yes, the buffet. On prime rib night, the buffet carves the exact same meat as the dining room. But you get it instantly. You get it hot. And you can have as much as you want without judging eyes. Use the dining room for the atmosphere once or twice, sure. But for the actual meal, the pros are upstairs eating while you are still waiting for bread. Secret number 2. Never, ever put your suitcase in the hallway on the last night. The cruise line begs you to do this. They send you tags. They tell you to put them out by 10 p.m. They want to clear the ship fast for the next passengers. But here is the horror story I see every single week in the forums. You pack your bags, you put them in the hallway, you go to sleep, and the next morning you realize you made a terrible mistake. You packed your only pair of long pants, or your car keys, or your blood pressure medication, and now that bag is gone. It is buried under 4,000 other bags in the cruise terminal warehouse. You cannot get it back until you leave the ship. I have seen grown men walking off the ship in their pajamas in 40-degree weather. Don't be that guy. Do self-assist debarkation. Keep your bags in your room. Walk them off yourself the next morning. You are in control, you get off faster, and you never lose your pants. Secret number 3 is a physics lesson that sends people to the infirmary. If you book a balcony cabin, never open your balcony door and your hallway door at the same time. It seems like a nice idea to get a breeze going through the room. But ships are pressurized environments. When you open both ends, it creates a massive wind tunnel effect. The pressure difference is strong enough to slam your heavy cabin door shut. It hits with the force of a hammer. If your fingers are in that door jamb, they are crushed. If a mirror is on the wall, it shatters across the room. Treat your cabin like a spaceship airlock. One door opens, the other must be closed.